when you're lean and when you're in shape and you've got an attractive physique, right? You command so much respect. Like genuinely, you really do. Because a lot of people won't actually experience that and they won't experience, you know, standing out because the majority of people are average. Like, let's be real, the majority of people are average. Most people are just NPCs. They're going about their life. They're just a feather in the wind. They're not really the main character in their own life, right? They're just going about their day-to-day business, following what everyone else does. Not Don't have any direction, don't really have any control over their life. They have no discipline, no structure. And that is the average person, right? They don't have any ambition or any goals or anything they want to achieve. They just go to work, come home, eat crap, watch TV, go to bed, and they do that on repeat, right? That's the average person. Most people don't exercise, most people don't go to the gym. That is the norm. Nowadays, that is literally become the norm, right? So, this is why I say that when you get an attractive physique and you get lean, you stand out and you do command respect because people know the work it takes. People know the consistency and the discipline you need to get in shape, and not only get in shape, but stay in shape. Because a lot of people can get in shape and most people know how to, right? But most people can't stick to things long enough to actually achieve the results they want, right? So, this is why I say it's important to get into shape because you will experience how much more people actually respect you as a person, both men and women, you know, because it does take a lot of effort to get into shape. Don't get me wrong, it does. But it's not hard. It's really not hard. It just takes some discipline, some consistency, and the right mindset, because the mindset is the biggest thing. People need to change their mindset. When it comes to getting into shape, you need a complete mindset shift, right? And this mindset shift will change the trajectory of your life. It will. Because you'll find that when you start being disciplined when it comes to your nutrition, your going to the gym, hitting your macros, you know, the consistency, having a set bedtime and wake up time, things like that, right? It's the small things, they all add up together. But once you have that discipline, you're then able to put that into other areas of your life, whether it's business or work, or your family or relationships, whatever it may be. You'll find that other areas of your life will start to improve because of your fitness journey, right? Because when it comes to your fitness journey, it does take a lot of effort. It does. But like I said, that effort is worth it because it reflects in other areas of your life. You'll find you'll start becoming a better person too, because you'll find your confidence, your self-esteem will be up. You'll just feel better about yourself, because I know for me personally, when I've took before pictures and then I've taken my after pictures later down the line, I look back and I'm like that was me, and it's so uplifting, and it's a massive confidence boost, right? Your confidence is up, your self-esteem up, everything's up, right? So this is why I say it can truly change your life, and you'll find that people would just respect you more. And even the other day, like I had it the other day, I was just walking down the street, right? But I had my top off, and a man, he come up to me and spotted me. And he spotted me because of my physique, and he complimented my physique, right? Whereas if you're an average person just doing the average thing, you wouldn't experience that, right? Because you're just in 20, 25% body fat. right? You no one's complimenting your physique if you're 20% and above. Like, let's just be real, no one is. Okay, so this is why I say once you get down to your low body fat percentages, once you start getting lean, once you get in shape, once you you build that aesthetic body, you know, that the honeys desire, you will find that you just have so much more respect for yourself, right? And not only will other people have respect for you, you'll have more respect for yourself. Your standards will be higher because you know the work and the effort that you put in on a day-to-day basis. Because even if you're not at the gym, you're still tracking your calories. You're still tracking your calories. You still got a set bedtime. You're still making sure you get enough sleep. You're still making sure you get your steps in. So your whole life is more regimented and disciplined. And that's what you want when you're trying to change your life, right? It's a mindset shift. And when you shift your mindset and you're able to change the trajectory of your life, like I said, everything starts to fall into place. You'll find that you're able to convey yourself better, right? So when it comes to conversating, you'll find that you're able to conversate with people a lot better. You know, you're not stuttering and stumbling over your words. You know, you're going out, you're looking good, you're feeling good, because that's another thing as well. Like when you get in shape, everything fits so well. Like you can go and buy just a £5 top, doesn't even need to be expensive, and that will fit you so nice and snug. It'll be sitting nice and snug around your arms. You know, your chest will be popping, right? Because you got a slimmer waist, so that just sits on you nicely, right? That's what you'll find when you're in shape. That everything will just, you become the fit. Your body becomes the fit. It doesn't matter if you're spending £200 or £5 on clothes. You can go for the cheaper options and still look good, right? And that's what you'll find. Like for example, when you go on a lot of these like stores online, right? Like ASOS or Boohoo or wherever people shop nowadays, right? What are the models and everyone on there? They're always someone in shape and lean because the clothes look good on them, right? And you always find, and people will buy these clothes because they look good on these models, and then they buy them, they try them on themselves, and they're like, "Oh, this don't look that good on me. Does it look better in the photos?" A lot of people will say, right? And the reason for that is because they're not in shape, and the person in the photo is in shape. They're lean, lower body fat percentage. So it's, of course, clothes are automatically going to look better on them. The same way it will on you if you get down to a low body fat percentage, if you get lean, right? You become the fit. So you don't need to go and spend hundreds of pounds on clothes because you can buy cheap clothes and it will still look good on you because you're in shape. And like I said, when you're in shape, your body becomes the outfit, you know? So it improves every aspect of your life. It really does. And like I said, you'll not only have more respect for yourself, but people will have more respect for you in general. People will start paying attention to you. People will start listening to you because everybody knows how hard it is to get in shape. I should rephrase that. It's not hard to get in shape. Everyone knows the work required to get in shape because when you ask most people and you say to them, "Do you know how to get in shape?" A lot of people say, "Yeah, just eat less, move more, eat right." It's basic stuff. Everyone knows it, but no one wants to do it. No one actually wants to put in the work to do it consistently enough for a long enough time period to get the results that they want. Most people don't want to do it, right? They just prefer instant gratification. They prefer to just eat bad food on a daily basis because it tastes good and they get the dopamine hit from it. And like I said, it's instant gratification. They have no discipline about their lives. Like I said, most people are NPCs. They have no discipline. They just want instant gratification and pure dopamine hits every single day. But when you can control that, like I said, you can control other areas of your life too. And other areas of your life will start improving. So this is why I say you need to lock in. If you're not in shape and you're not lean and you've never been lean before, you really need to lock in because it is game changing. And you will realize that once you get into shape. That's all I got for today, but stay locked in.